Wasting time. Wasting time.
Where things get a little bit worse, though, is Jason Lake, obviously the CEO of Complexity, made the Juggernaut tweet right after this major. And I think this was like before you guys had even left the event or something like that. You had just lost your game, which knocked you out. And he said, basically, like, you can go back and look at the tweet. It's pretty easy to find. But the TLDR was like, I love our players as individuals, but these results won't be tolerated. So what did you immediately think of that tweet?
I think after that happened, obviously Jason knows like he shouldn't have made that tweet, but at the same time, if you ask him again, he'll probably say he would have just worded it a little bit differently, because that put us in a position where we're kind of in limbo, not knowing who's going to get removed, who's staying, what's going to happen with the team, and it got to a point where we're just sitting in the apartments for like over a month. Still getting paid, mind you, but like we're sitting in the apartments not knowing what's going to happen with our future, with our career as individuals or the team. So it got worse and worse to the point where towards the end of that, like I was so unbelievably stressed out because first of all, I didn't have anybody with me at that time. My girlfriend had to go back to Toronto because she can't stay in US for things like 3 months, 3 months at a time and stuff like that. So I was by myself. I was in a really, really bad mental state, and it got to the point where I was so unbelievably stressed. Not because of the Jason Lake tweet or because of what stuff happened at the major. I was even before that, like as an individual, I was extremely stressed because of how bad we were playing, like just in general. And like again, hindsight's a bitch, and I had to approach it in definitely a different way. But at that specific point in time, I was so stressed to the point where I was getting heart palpitations every 30 seconds to a minute, and I thought I was gonna fucking die. Like I've never ever had a panic attack in in my life, and to so I had one in CLG actually when I first joined because I was transitioning and I was by myself technically, like I was doing all this by myself. So, but in complexity is when it really hit me hard, and I had to go to the hospital and get a was it EKG or ECG done
I have no idea.
just to make sure my fucking insides are okay.
Yep.
So that's how stressed I was. I had to actually go to the hospital, and I think it in my own mind it blew up to a point where it wasn't as bad as I made it seem, but because of the circumstances around myself is why shit went down so bad.
So did you like mentally think that maybe you were on the chopping block? Like if you see that tweet, you obviously think someone's getting removed. Do you immediately think actually that could be me?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because of the results that I had in complexity, I thought I was 100% out of it. Um, I thought there was a slight chance of me staying and being able to maybe because Shaz and Def had been in the team for so long, and me, Sick, and Obo were still kind of new to the team, and we hadn't really been given a chance. I thought that there would have been a chance that maybe um, they would have removed maybe Shaz and Def and put me into the main AWP role, which is what I kind of asked.
Wasting time. Wasting time.